Away from education, former Roads and Highways Minister Fuseini is accusing the NPP government of misleading the public in the figures it recently put out on road infrastructure during the Mahama administration in comparison to theirs. Vice President Dr. Bawumia, in his presentation of government projects in the last 3.5 years, revealed while the Akufo-Addo-led government was constructing 4 major interchanges in Tema, Pokwase, Tamale, and Obechebi-Lamte at a cost of $289 million, the Mahama administration built the Kwame Nkrumah interchange alone at a cost of $260 million. But speaking on PM Express, Mr. Fuseini said that comparison is a non-starter, explaining the projects were valued in euros, and so using current exchange rates to convert them into dollars bloats the figure.
Second phase. They are securing 98 million for the second phase.
Are you making an argument that
89 million euro for the second phase? They've converted it here. The cabinet memo actually to cabinet was in euro, not in dollars.
Okay, so they've done the conversion. I mean,
I don't know.
That's a big
saying that the cabinet memo they sent to the Flagstaff House was in euro.
Are you suggesting?
So you mean that if they got the money in euro and the dollar, the exchange rate between the dollar and the euro appreciates in favor of the euro, you will still have 100 million.
Okay, but your argument is that, so what? The second phase has been bloated.
I say that if you argue on value for money, then you have to re-examine yourself. That if a government was going to construct the second phase of the Obechebi-Lamte interchange at 63 million
in 2016.
In 2016,
yes.
And that same government in 2016 found 35 million for the first phase. With 35 million you are using. That 25 million has not been affected by anything. They say that Tamale interchange is what?
35 million.
35 million is the initial EPC contract price. The revised contract price of Tamale interchange is 47,671,258.
Dated when? This is cost over what? Is it your time, or this is something that was in Parliament recently?
Oh, my brother.
So this is an
I told you, if they're shaving you, don't rub your head. So the interchange is being implemented under the Sano Hydro deal.
So this is purely under this current government.
So 4 interchange projects costing Ghana $289 million, as against one which cost us $260 million. But just looking at the figures, one can easily see a huge disparity. But is it that simple? Well, we've been joined by a procurement expert, Kwamna Ata-Bedu, for some understanding on what really goes into costing a project. Tell us, thank you for joining the show, Mr. Ata-Bedu. Tell us what exactly goes into costing a project.
Okay. Good morning to you and good morning to your viewers. Now, to tell the cost of a project, it depends on the design and then the specifications that are given to it. So to just say that one interchange is equal to 4 interchanges is a red herring. It is neither here nor there. You'd have to go into what goes into it, i.e., what materials are being used, in what proportions. You can cast concrete and make and use iron rods, but the iron rods will be of different thickness and of different properties. You can and with different kind of treatments for the iron rod. You can cast concrete with cement and water to stones or gravels mix of different proportions. And this is not rocket science. This is something that a quantity surveyor can easily cost and tell us what the difference is. So I don't see why we should be haggling over this. It is useless.
Okay, so just looking at the figures for you alone, when you had the comparison, as a procurement expert, what went through your mind? Much ado about nothing?
It's much ado about nothing. See, if you ask the quantity surveyors, they'll tell you that there's an average cost of a cubic meter of concrete. Now, if you use the 2 interchanges, if my mind serves me right, the circle interchange is primarily based on steel beams and steel plates. with asphalt layers on them. The Pokwasi interchange, for example, is more concrete works. So there are two different types of structures that is at play here. And it is only a quantity surveyor who can build the quantities for it. And you know, when you have a project, there's the drawings that you start with, and then there's the as-built drawing. So by the time you finish, you draw the project as has been built. That's why they call it as-built. And the as-built drawings will come with its quantities and its pricing.
Okay.
So you would always be able to tell what the final cost of the project is.
Mr. Ata-Bedu, please hold on a